Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna use my music shit to get into acting too, bro.
Word?
I'm gonna be on the big screen. I promise you that.
Okay,
That's
bet.
something I'll either show, movie, whatever it is. I'm gonna get into something, bro. I be in my bag for real. Like
All
I
right.
go crazy.
Yo.
Nah, but um, yeah. So um, damn, my fault. You said what you just asked me?
Yeah, just music.
Yeah, so it's just shit like that. Like I just been doing it. So I've been writing music since like middle school, like elementary school. Like in middle school, me and my boys, like it was like 4 or 5 of us. We had our own little group. It was called YKOT. It was Young Kings on Top, and that's like looking back, that shit was just so funny to me because like we was dead as little kids. Like Lil Wayne is really my number one inspiration for all of this shit. So I was just trying to rap like Weezy the whole time, like just being young. But that's where I fell in love with music. So it was like, and I've been writing music since then. Like, and I didn't really think to take it seriously until probably like 2019, 2020. Because then I was like, all right, bet. Like, I know I'm good. Like, I go to the studio like here and there every so often. So it's like, why would I not do this? Like, this, I've always wanted to do something like this. I'm no good in school. Like, I've proven that time and time again. Like, I've tried, but motherfuckers is not good in school. So I was like, fuck it, bro. Like, I want to make money and I want to do it doing something that I love to do. I'm not going to, like, be no cubicle dude. Like, I can't do that. Like, no shame to people who like doing that stuff. Some people enjoy that, but not me. I would not live a long, happy life that way. So music is my life, bro. Like, I know it's a big investment. It's a lot of bread to spend and it's a lot of shit, but I don't look at it like that. I just really look at it as just investment, bro. Like,
I feel that.
I just work. I'm consistent. I've been doing this shit for so long. Like, people know me. Like, especially when you go to my city, it's like you hear my name, people know who I am. So it's like a couple years ago, it wasn't like that. So it's like I see the progression. So, and that's all I'm looking for. That's all I care about right now is just seeing that progression, like being able to look back and be like, all right, I know I'm doing better or I'm farther than I was at that point because it's just steps. I don't care if it's the smallest step, a little tumble, a little shuffle. I don't care. If it's forward, that's what I care about.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to keep doing, bro.
I feel that. Well,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
live.
We live, baby.
We live, man. And damn, we real deal live. Hold on.
He said, hold on, I wasn't ready for
We
it,
real
bro.
deal live. All right, shit, bet. Yo. What's going on? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV, man. I'm here with my dog, Drew Perrier, and before he introduces himself, and we're going to talk about the name. Because when I first met this dude at the Plug and Play in Connecticut, another Connecticut guy, another bundle of great energy, great vibes, and we about to have a great conversation. I want him to tell y'all about his name. I want you to tell him about the story, and we about to have a great conversation, man. He pulled up, and he was like, I'm excited to just have a conversation with the guys, man. It doesn't feel like something formal. And
Thanks.
on Cut Different TV, the goal, right, is for us to really understand what makes you cut different, right? But also to understand the intrinsic values that you have, understand the things that you've gone through as a human being and as an artist that have gotten you not only in this chair, but where you are in your career now and where those things will take you. So go ahead and introduce yourself and go ahead and pop your shit because I know you're ready.
All right, so which camera should I look at? Is the one in front of me?
Any of them.
All right, well, I'm going to talk to all of them, man. My name Drew Perrier. Drew a picture, Perrier like the water, Perrier, not Perrier, Perrier, baby. But, yeah, so I'm from Meriden, Connecticut. Like he just said, he's had a couple people from Connecticut, all great artists, all great people. I know all of them. I watched all the shits. It's all great. It's all great vibes. I love to see it. Love to see my people. But me, like I said, Drew Perrier, and the name, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not as great as you think it is, because I found my shit on a rap generator list, because on a rap name generator list, because yeah, so because I was just always making music as just Drew, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm like, I don't even need to like think of a second name. I just wanted just Drew, like that's just what it was. I was never really too in depth with trying to find a name, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, because I'm Drew, that's me, that's what you getting. Boom, it's Drew. And I was doing that, like, when I first started making music, like, seriously putting music out, was, like, 2019, end of it, 2020 type shit. I was putting it out as Drew. And then I'm in the studio one day, and I'm talking to my engineer, and I'm talking to Cobb, And then it was like Drew's fine, like, but it's gonna be too hard to find. Like right now, if you just want somebody to find, like, minus the links, obviously, but like if you just went on Spotify, Apple Music, especially at that point when I put out my first song, like it was called Chaos that I put out. I think it was under that name. But yeah, anyways, that's not. But it's like you look that up and you look up Drew Chaos, you're going to find a whole bunch of names, like just Drew with the name in, because that's how it's going to go on the algorithms.
It's probably a motherfucking name, Drew Chaos.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just looking, and I'm like, damn, he right. Like, I had to go, like, scroll mad far down just to find my name. I'm like, people not going to do that shit. So I was like, let me think of a name. Bro, I could not think of a name to save my life. Like, because I was like, everything sounded corny to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you try to think of a superhero name, like, you a superhero and you try to think of a name, like, you don't want to gas yourself up too much and be like, yeah, like, da-da-da-da, like, I'm this, that, and the third. Like, you like, damn, like, I got to think of something that's, like, kind of accurate but, like, still cool at the same time, because you don't want to sound like, or you don't want some corny-ass name, like, I could have been Drew the Destroyer. That shit is corny, bro. Like, nobody listen to that. So I was like, damn, bro. Like, I dead-ass went on, like, 4 different rap generator websites, like, rap name generators. All of them shits was trash, corny. I'm like, bro, I'm about to give up. So, like, I just went on this last website. I was like, fuck it. And then it was, like, first name. And then it was, like, something like you like to drink or whatever. So I was, like, water. And, like, I was just skimming through the names. I was like, and then a Drew Perrier pulled up. And I said, hold up. I said, that kind of rolled off the tongue a little bit. Like, I like that. Yeah. So I was like, boom, I'm going to sit on it for a little bit. Next studio session, I went up randomly, just telling my engineer, I'm like, yo, how Drew Perrier sound? He just looked at me. He was like, that shit kind of hard. I was like, that shit hard, right? He was like, yeah. I was like, I bet. Let me sleep on it. And I just kept saying it like I was doing signatures with this shit. I was just like envisioning everything, how it would look everywhere, like how it sounds, like. So like I was like, I like this. And then it just stuck, and then that's what I did from now on.
Was it ever Drew Aquafina? Was that one of the ones?
Nah, that shit was never one of the options.
Drew Dasani?
Like, no, like it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what it was so random to me, because it didn't give me no other water brands, no nothing. It was just like Drew Wave or Drew Fresh or some shit like that. And I'm like that'd be cool if I was in like the 80s or some shit, like Drew Fresh, Drew Wave, like, you know what I'm saying, like that boom bap shit. But like you just need like a name, like an actual name, but it's not your name, like a stage name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so then I feel like you got that name, and I feel like it's a smooth name, and you a smooth cat. How do you translate and carry that persona and that energy into your music?
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% real with you, bro. It's not hard because it's me. Like, just because I have a stage name, I've never had a stage persona. Like, I've never try to switch up who I am to a certain degree. Like, obviously, if you're going for a job interview at some spot, you're going to have to tone it down a little bit. You're going to have to straighten up a little bit. But that's not the same shit, bro. Like, me, like, I've always been me. This is how I'm just slick talking. I'm funny. I'm laid back. I'm relaxed. And, like, all the shit that I talk about in my music, and, like, it's all real shit. It's all shit that I've done. Like, I never had to fake nothing. I never had to lie about nothing, because that's not who I am, and that's not what I want to do. Like, a lot of niggas make music, and that's how they move. It's just, like, because they feel like they have to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I want to fit into this space, oh, I got to be tough. I got to act like I kill and I murder and I rob and I do all this shit because that's what people want to hear. Nah, bro. Like, people want to hear what's authentic. Like, you're going to have, like, the people who are, like, those bot streamers and, like, people who just care about, like, different ticky-tacky shit like that want to hear that. But it's 7 billion people in this world, bro. Like, real music is going to uplift above all of that shit, because the shit that I talk about and the shit that I go through, I'm not the only person in the world going through this shit, bro. And it's like, there's so many untapped ears who've gone through the same experience, maybe who need to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying, to make themselves feel better, feel heard. And that's why I'm really trying to get that marketing shit to really explode, because it's like I'm pushing an actual message and like that I care about.
And I fuck with that, and I believe you. That's real. I mean, you came in here and we met before, and even having conversations with you, the authenticity shines through. But then you walk in here and you ready to go off rip, and it's like, so I watch some of your music videos and I pay attention to kind of how you move and the conversations that you have and the shit that you talk about, and it's like, I guess what I'm trying to ask you is like transitioning and letting it be known that that's authenticity, but then also you got to put a little something on it, right? Just because, like, I watched the music video, you had the AK-47s and you was in the studio with the shorties and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what is in the mind, or what is in your mind for you to come up with those ideas and really put the exclamation mark on who you are?
Honestly, that's just childhood fantasies you kind of just living out. Cause like when you like, you feel me? Like when you little, you be watching the MTV videos in the morning. That's the shit you see. Like, and it's like not even on some like dangerous hood shit. Like it's just more on some like, damn, that shit look fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to be in there with all the shorties. I'm trying to be there with the cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? But because it's like at the end of the day, like, yeah, people want to see it, but that's something you want to experience. Like, especially like, in my opinion, like some people may not like that. Like some people just want to do the calm, reserved, dark vibes. Like that's cool. I like that too. I like certain moods, cause for that shit. But it's like when you got like something jumping and you in a nice tropical spot and you around a bunch of beautiful women in the big houses and the nice cars and the quote unquote weapons. It wasn't a real AK, but like, you know what I'm saying? When you just around it and it's on the stage, like use the shit, bro. Like just anything, honestly, I was using whatever the fuck was in that space. Like, cause where the studio that I recorded at, it was like, cause the video was a whole bunch of different colors. So it's like, it was one big ass building with just dividers. The whole room's just different colors. So the building in general is just beautiful. Like I fell in love as soon as I got it. I couldn't wait to start filming. So I'm like, bro, I can't wait to just start experimenting with everything in here. So it's like, that's what I want to do. It's like, if it's in there for me to use, I'm going to find a way to use the shit. Yeah. Like, I'm going to make every resource count in this motherfucker. Like, I promise you. I'm getting my money's worth, bro. Yeah, like, that's really what it is. It's like, use what's around you and try to use it in a way where it's productive, in a way where it could just looks cool, or it brings a comedy aspect, or, feel me, just to have something else for people to look at in the video. You know what I'm saying? Because the more shit for people to look at, the more they're going to want to watch it. Because nowadays, especially, attention spans ain't that long, bro. Like, that's why TikToks and Reels and Vine and all that shit is so hot, because the attention span's getting shorter. So the more that they see in a short amount of time, the more likely you are that they're going to run it back. Because they're like, ooh, like, what was that? What was that? What do you do with that? What do you do with that? It's just all trying to keep that gaze, that attention on that shit for as long as possible, because you're going to have to run it back because there's going to be so much different shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Simple's good, but it's like subtle shit. You could be simple but have a lot of subtlety in the shit in the background for people to look at again, or to notice for a second time watching through, to even make their own fucking conspiracy theory about something. Like, oh, he put that in this with that and that because of that. Like, that's how people get to talking about you, bro. Just because of it. But it could have been something that was in there by accident. But that could start a whole conversation, a whole fucking argument
like
on
a
Twitter.
Easter egg type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like all of that shit. That's what people like. Like, you just got to find what people like, but keep it in your own niche. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it you. Like, and it's just, that's kind of the winging it shit that I've always liked to do. Like, and I feel like that's what's going to separate me, is just because there's going to be always depth to what I'm showing you. You know what I'm saying? It's not always just going to be, boom, it is what it is. Like, pictures, yeah. Like, album covers, this, that, and the third, whatever you want to talk about, yeah. But when it's coming to videos and visuals, you're gonna have to look more than once. Yeah. There's gonna be some other shit in the background, or some shit that's gonna foreshadow something coming out next, or something like that. I just like to think ahead like that. Like, it makes shit more fun to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just showing up and be like, I know my lines. Like, let me just sit here, dance a little bit. You know, like, nah. Like, I wanna pick apart this shit. I wanna get real technical with this shit. I like that.
And we're going to get deeper into the entertainment piece that you were talking about. You definitely want to segue down the line. Obviously, we're here to talk about music, but shit, still, what makes you cut different is your other interests and shit, too. We're going to get into that. But you got a character, bro, about you, like the frames. You got the piercings. You got the hair. You got the vibes. But I want to talk about something. So, we were talking earlier, you told me you was a Virgo, the male Beyonce, right?
Yes, sir.
And so usually, usually, like,
that's
when
a joke. Nobody kill me on here for that. That's a joke.
You said the beehive gonna get on your ass, bro.
Facts.
So usually when I meet Virgos, bro, like, it's, you know, more calm, more like, you know, chill, more like, you know, you're calculated, but, you know, calculated and maybe a little quieter, right?
Yeah.
Reserved. And you're very, like, extroverted and very, like, out there. You feel me? So growing up, what gave you that confidence? Like, what crafted this personality that you have?
Honestly, like, that's just how I always felt, like, from a little kid. Like, I just always was more on the positive side, I guess. And, like, being a younger brother kind of helps out, too, because, like, you were always around older people off the jump. So it's like, I used to, when I was a little kid, like a little kid, like I was positive, but I was scared of everything. Like I was a big mama's boy. I was like, I'm not going out nowhere without my mom, like shit like that. So like I was kind of like that when I was a little kid. But once I actually just started like being around people more often and just like once I was like 7 or 8 years old, I've been the same way ever since. Cause it's like you find like some core friends, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and those people, like y'all mold each other into becoming better people. And I surrounded myself with those same kind of people, like the funny, goofy, extroverted, outgoing people. And my brother more introverted too. So it's like, that's the funny thing. It's like my brother more introverted. So as over time, like I'll be the one like start to meeting people first and like then come bringing my brother around, like, yeah, like everybody cool type shit. Like, but yeah, I think that's what kind of helped me too, is because like him being introverted and then like my friends that I grew up around from a little kid, they were extroverted. Like I was kind of molded to the extroverted side more because like it was just fun. Like talking to new people's fun, bro. Like gaining new experiences, having conversations, because like any moment can happen, bro. Anything can happen in a moment. So it's like, fuck it, why not be outside and get to know new people in the moment, bro? Like this shit could be life changing.
Facts. And you were talking earlier too about having a lust for life, just and like a desire to really be here and live this shit to the fullest, because you went through some situations when you were a kid, like some shit happened, but then also your family history is wild too. Talk a little bit about that and, you know what I'm saying, how that situation played out.
Yeah, so like I was telling you earlier, like my family situation, it's like from both sides of my family, because my father's Puerto Rican and my mother's Polish, and my grandparents on my mom's side my grandmother was in the Holocaust, and she was like in there when she was like from 2 to like 6 or 7 years old. So she was in there for a good chunk of her like childhood type shit. So, and then she moved to Australia from there like by ship. So like she was with hundreds of sick people on ships and shit. Like, and that's why she couldn't come straight to America, is because I think it was her mom or her dad, one of them was sick, and like they didn't want no like foreign diseases coming into America. So like she had to move to Australia, which is a whole bunch of, so it wasn't safe travels. It wasn't like none of that shit. It was just everything back then was worse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and to do that, and she's down in Australia until she's like 15, 16, and coming to America, and then meeting my grandfather, doing all that shit. And they're both immigrants coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't rich people. They wasn't none of that. They just worked for everything that they had. And then same thing with my grandparents on my dad's side. Like my dad, born in Puerto Rico, moved here when he was 2, and like he got into a whole like gang culture when he was young, because he didn't have no actual like my grandfather. I call my grandfather. He not my blood grandfather. Like so, it was just a whole bunch of that like lack of stuff growing up from my pops and my uncles and stuff, that him and a few of them got in a gang culture and all that shit. And it's like they putting their life in danger for so long, for so many years as youngins, and then all of that coming together, and then eventually me and my brother and us coming out and doing what we got to do. It's like, how can you not be great, bro? It's like so much adversity along the whole bloodlines for you to even get here, for me to even get here. And it's like I'm here, and I had emergency heart surgery when I was a little kid. I almost drowned twice when I was a kid. Like I cut myself in a major artery in my arm when I was a little kid and bled out crazy. Like it's so much shit that's gone through my life, bro. Like I had not had the easiest life, not by the stretch of it. So it's like to see where I'm at right now, to feel how I feel, and to know the people that I got around me, like this shit coming together so beautiful, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I'm glad you're here, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm glad I am too.
You was rambunctious as a kid. I can see.
Oh yeah. We was outside.
So now shit changes, right? Because you are rambunctious now too, but you're a grown ass man, and you delve in different things. There's a different version of getting into shit when you're a kid versus when you're a grown ass man. What are the type of vices or things that you have now that Drew Perrier just like, you know, sometimes gets into, where he's like, shit, that might be a little That might be a little tricky situation. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gaining the conscience, and you have to have a good relationship with your conscience. They don't, a lot of people don't tell you that. You had that voice in your head. You got to have a good relationship with that motherfucker because he going to steer you right in most scenarios. So it's like just fucking up and learning from those mistakes is really kind of how I've become so stable with my shit. I still like to get active. I still like to do what I like to do. I still like to make regrettable decisions. Like, I'm young, it's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm at a point where I'm avoiding a lot of them because I know that's not good for me and that's not good for my future. So it's like, boom, I'll come to a situation, I see what can happen, what I can do, what I can't do, and where them roads would take me, whichever one I take. And I've been smart with most of them. So it's like, that's really what it is. Because it's like, at the end of the day, when you that kid, you never stop being that kid. It's just how well you are with your mind, like how well connected you and your conscience is. Because he's going to tell you the right thing all the time. Like, if you got a good ethical code in you, like if you really a good person, that voice in your head always going to be telling you the right thing at all times, just whether you listen to it or not. So if you listening, you're gonna avoid a lot of bullshit that you could get into.
Yeah.
But I mean, just listen and you know what I'm saying? That's your guardian angel. Your conscience knows what's going on, bro. That's your instinct. That's the human instinct right there.
Yeah.
So
Do you have a dream celebrity shorty or anybody that Talk about that, man. What's your take on the ladies right now?
Oh man, I mean, I'm a single individual, so whatever I say, y'all can't judge me for shit, man. Fuck. Nah, bro. Like, everybody got like celebrity crushes and stuff, like, but I like to really be reserved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about like a too very public relationship like that. But like, if there was like a celebrity to slide in my DMs, like, that I would say, I would drop everything for and just be like, yeah, Chloe Bailey. She's so fire, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm just keep it there, but like her, yeah. That's probably my celebrity crush right now. I mean, Sydney Sweeney, she's something else too, but Twitter can have her. They're going crazy over her right now. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's probably Salma Hayek. She's my number one. That's the OG.
Salma Hayek.
Yes, I don't care if she's 75. I'm still taking that down. I love Salma Hayek, bro. That's nah, I'm sorry. That's a hit list. That's a goal. That's a dream. So it's like that one. I don't care, man. Call me what you want, but I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna have to.
I feel it, bro. I feel it. Let's talk about the music, man. Let's talk about
right.
the cut different shit, man. So, you building a team, and we had to talk to the manager to get you here today. So, talk about building a team, talk about, being an artist and balancing all the things that come with going from just, fucking around, making music, rapping with your homies, making tracks, doing whatever, to then actually building out what it means to be an artist for real.
Yeah, honestly, that stability from going to just bullshitting around with the gang, like getting high, L riding, siphon, like to actually putting yourself in a square where you like, boom, all right, this is a little serious now. Like, I needed that. And I'm so glad I got that now, because it's like, it's not that it makes me feel important, but it makes me know that everything is structured right to where if something fucks up, there's somebody there to help try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? It's like not a last minute thing that you see and you're like, oh, fuck, like, how am I going to fix this before shit got to be right and it's too late? Like, because that's like bullshitting around. That's what's going to happen. Like, you're going to try to release a song whenever you want, no schedules, no nothing. Like, something's going to fuck up. Like, something's not going to be all the way like fixed right, or you forgot to like tweak something on the cover art and like you're not going to see it. They're going to send you an email and like, you're like, oh shit, like I didn't see this until like the day before the song's supposed to drop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, once you get into that space of having somebody who actually cares about your work as much as you do and wants to see you win as much as you do, bro, that shit is a huge weight lifted off your shoulder. Because it's just like, it's like two of me now on my shit. So it's like one of me, I know I had it. Shit gets difficult for any one person to try to do, especially handle a whole music career. Like, yeah, it's not, I'm not fucking in Hollywood with Drake and J. Cole right now, yeah, but the opportunities I'm trying to align for myself while make sure everything that's still coming up more recent than that is still in line. Like, doing that one person is tough. So it's like having another person to two other people to really actually, yo, like, you still doing this? Like, you on that? Don't forget about this. That shit is great, bro. I love it. I love it.
Word. And so let's talk about your creative process, right? So obviously the pen is crazy, super interesting. You're a big movie head. We're going to get into your favorite movies as well, because I'm a movie head as well. We're going to go bar for bar on the movies. But
shit, heard it.
In regards to what inspires you creatively, and also, you know, when you get in the studio, walk me through what that process is like.
Honestly, I write every fucking day. Like, that's like the thing that I do most with my life, literally, is write music. Like, it's just such a peacefulness to me. Like, it's an escape for me. That's my therapy. I tried therapy, no offense, but it wasn't for me. Like, it was just, I couldn't really connect to it. Music has always been my therapy. It's been my best therapy, and it showed me, and it's continuing to show me that that's what helps me be me and keep me me. So it's like going to the studio, it's not even a stress to me, because it's like I have so much shit ready. Like, I literally, the biggest problem I have when I go to the studio is which songs I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like which ones I want to do, which ones I'm really feeling at that point, or which ones I feel like I can do good promo on TikTok or social medias for. So it's like that process is quick being in the studio, because it's like when I write my music, I'm at a certain emotion. It's like, it's just, that's how I feed my energy, and that's how I can write music. Some songs I could write in 10, 15 minutes just because of that energy alone that I'm feeding off of, you know? So it's like, because I've been writing for so long that the writing process is a lot easier. My mind opens to a lot of different words and pathways and flows that I haven't been accustomed to usually, because I wasn't as experienced. But I'm getting closer to them 10,000 hours, bro. It's like I feel shit unlocking when I'm writing, that it makes this shit so much easier. And it's like, that's really my best advice for people trying to make music, is just keep fucking writing music, because that's what's going to make you really nice at this shit. That's the only way you can get nice at this shit. You could be born with some type of gift to be able to rap or to write music or spoken word. Only way you're going to get really, really nice is just by perfecting your craft. So it's like, by the time I'm in the studio, I'm already knowing what I'm going to do. So it's like, that's not part of the process. That takes away from the process, and I have more time to focus on the sounds coming out, so I can be with the engineer trying to do stuff like that. The all writing process, that's all me. That's free time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you in the studio, that's not free time. That's paid time in there, bro. Like, you can't, if you in there trying to write a song, in my opinion, you wasting your time. You should know what you're doing in there. Unless you meeting somebody for the first time trying to get a vibe and click something, like with a producer or something, and then y'all trying to click. That's different. But if you pay for a session ahead of time and you in there writing, you wasting your money, bro, because you should have already have your shit done, ready to go.
Yeah. And I fuck with that. I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you sharing that. Now, every artist, right, like, you got your catalog, you know, you've got shit that's buzzing, you've got songs that are going crazy, some that, you know, may take a little bit longer for people to, like, understand or catch on to, but you got those songs. Like, what would you say is your favorite track by Drew Perrier, that, and explain what went into that track or what inspired it, regardless of the stream count, regardless of the visuals, whatever it is. What's that song?
Honestly, I'm gonna give y'all two, because one is out right now and the other one's not out. So the one that's out right now, it's on my previous mixtape that I came out with, Flower Child, that I dropped. It's like one of the last songs. It's like the 12th or 13th song on it, second to last song or last song, but it's called Wine Glass. And I love that song so much, bro. Like, I'll spin that shit 100 times a day. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just like that song, and it's because it's more of a rap song. Like, me, I started off rapping. Like, I love doing the melodic shit. I love making R&B. Like, I do that, but it's like when I rap, like, I just feel like I'm just in my zen. Like, I'm in my mode. Like, that's just what I do, because that's what I started doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like a real just bar song. Like, the beat hard, but it's not complicated, and it's just, the hook is it's simple, but the words is just hits a lot. It's just good. It's good vibes. Like, and there's a few people who've hit me up, like, that, like, just fans who hit me up and tell me, like, they like that song too, and that shit make me feel way better, because it's like, I'm glad you love that shit, because that's one of my favorite songs. So it's like, all my songs is my babies. I have over 1,000 babies. I mean, I'm working. I got a lot.
Genghis Khan.
I'm gonna be bigger than Genghis Khan after this. I'm gonna have 10,000 songs by the fucking end of 2025, probably.
Drew the Destroyer.
Drew Wave, Drew the Destroyer. You feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, that's why Wine Glass like one of my favorites, bro. It's just because like the way I penned it is just so like you feel me? Like I just love it, like top to bottom. I love it. And then one song that's unreleased is a song called Golden Eyes, and that one is like the beat is kind of like on some old Weekend shit. And it's like I went into a lot of auto-tune and singing in that shit, but I mixed it with some like undertone deep raps and shit like that. And it's a longer song, but to me, like that song is really a fucking masterpiece. Like the reason why I haven't put it out is because of like shit with the producers. Like I gotta get shit like sorted out first, like all of that shit. But that's another song I can play a million times, bro. It's like a 3.5, 4 minute song. Like it's longer for songs today, but that's why I kind of want to hold on to it. So once I get a little bit more of a buzz, that one, I can put that one out because to me, I think that one is going to do something different to the people, bro. Like that song is just so fire, bro. Like not to toot my own horn, but that song is gas.
Yeah, I feel it. Toot the horn,
Yeah,
bro. Shit.
yeah.
You don't cut different TV.
Nah, for real. Like that shit is really, that's different. So those two songs, like right now, like I have so many songs that I really fucking love, bro. But it's like those ones just stood out like right here. And I have another one called Deep End, produced by my brother. I made that shit like 2-3 years ago, but that shit, that's just one of them ones. Like I promise you, when that shit come out, that's one of them ones. One of them ones. But
okay. So if somebody's checking you out for the first time, right? Like obviously a lot of the people watching this interview are probably trying to figure out who the fuck I am. They like, oh, we're here to see Drew Perrier.
Yeah.
But for the people that came to just see Cut Different and see, the artists that we're having on here. Wait, hold on. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already or hit the like button or turned on the notification bell, go ahead and do that right now.
click that motherfucking button, man.
I mean, what the hell are we doing, bro? It's
that
Cut
shit.
Different TV, man. We making magic happen. But
Yeah.
for the people that have just now discovered Drew Perrier and you were to say, all right, here's how you need to discover me as an artist. When you go to my Spotify, when you go to my Apple Music, when you look at my visuals, where should they start? And how should that journey take them?
Okay, yeah. So definitely my opinion, like I have a bunch of singles and stuff. Like if you want to start in singles, like just to get a little taste, seeing what I'm doing, like there's a song called Not a Love Song on there. I put that out last Valentine's Day. It's called Not a Love Song. That one's going to be on the radio soon. I'm working to get that one on the radio. That one's a very, very good song. Like it's just a good like radio hit mixed with good lyrics. That's how I write my music, man. I never slack on the lyrics. Can't do that. So Not a Love Song is a great single to start on. Or I Like That, great song. That's just a little futuristic type of beat on it, but it's like melodic in the same way. I Like That's a great song. Good stripper song. Can see some ass being thrown at that shit. But great song. But if you're looking for a body, Flower Child is definitely up to date. In my opinion, my best body of work, my favorite body of work. I've come out with like 2-3 EPs and 2 like mixtapes. But the Flower Child one's like 13 songs on it. Great song, like the way it's structured, like it gets you hype from the first to top, mellows you out through the middle, and it's kind of like brings it home real smooth, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the type of shit I like. I'm going to be doing a lot of A-side, B-side type of tapes too in the future because, one, I got the catalog. I got so many songs that I can fit it for, and 2, that's just something I want to do. Like, I love doing that shit. I'm going to have shit on vinyl and all of that shit. But the Flower Child one, that's a great tape, in my opinion. That's just top to bottom, really something y'all should look at if you're really just looking for something Drew Perrier to binge listen to.
Appreciate you explaining that. And you heard it from the man himself. And walk me through some of the extracurriculars. Obviously, writing is a big part of every single day that you have on this earth. Mm-hmm. Making music, producing visuals, being an interesting character, an interesting human being. But what are some of the other extracurriculars that you do that keep you grounded and keep you human for real?
Honestly, I work a 9 to 5. Big surprise, old rapper got a job, Like, is it? Feel me? So yeah, I work a 9 to 5 because at the end of the day, like, it ain't
right now he does
right
at
now
the time
as
of
of right
recording.
now, yeah. Feel me? Stamp this video, click this video, and you're gonna see a couple years from now I won't have a 9 to 5. But as of right now, I got a 9 to 5. Been had one for a little while. For like the past like 6-7 years, I've been at this one job. It's cool though. Like, again, I'm around a lot of people, all the time, really. I see hundreds of people every day. Like, I work on cars, so it's like I'm good with my hands and shit like that. And it's like, it's something like, it's nothing to write home about. Like, it's no special job, but to get the bills paid to do that shit. So it does the minimum that I need. And it's flexible enough where I could do my music too. Like it's just cool. Like, I do that, and that keeps me really grounded. Honestly, it just helps me being able to talk to different kinds of people all the time. It's just, yeah, it's that. And then honestly, when I'm not at work, I'm dead ass. If I'm not doing something music, or if I'm not at work, I'm inside the crib. Like, unless it's a birthday or a holiday where we gonna go out, yeah, I get bent. I'll do what I gotta do. I gotta do some mischievous shit sometimes, but like, I'm a, I'm a real homebody, bro. Like, like I said, I'm a movie head. I like smoking dope in the crib, just me and gang. We play Trouble, the board game Trouble. Throw some bread on that shit. It gets serious in the Trouble, bro. I promise you. Shit get popping in the Trouble. Crazy. But yeah, like, that's what we do. We just chill in the crib, like, watch movies, get high as fuck, watch anime. Like, that's just the shit we do, bro.
Yeah, we gonna go a little bit overtime, Vic. He counting us down, but we gonna go a little bit overtime because I need to. You keep bringing up this movie shit.
Oh.
So tell me, all right. So what's up with the movies, man? What's your shit?
Okay, so like me, I like all different kinds of movies. So it's like, if you want to go like classic movies, like older movies, like Boys in the Hood, one of my favorite movies of all time. I know it's a popular pick, like, but it's just something that about the actors and just how everything come together in that story, like the sad, unfortunate endings and shit like that, because that shit is real life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't
You
a lot
prefer
of
that over Menace to Society, as far as the ending.
yes and no. Yes, because it's just like the tragedy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't a fairy tale everywhere, bro. Like, a lot of in the hood got big plans and all that shit and do all this shit, but it's a lot of shit behind them, a lot of shit that they done that's gonna catch up to them. You know what I'm saying? And the unfortunate shit happens, and it's like, that's why I'm a huge believer in karma. And it's like, I learned that shit from movies as well. It's like, yeah, it's a movie on the big screen, but that's like a documentary, bro. Like, you go into the hood, especially like any real struggling place, bro. Like, it's war zone out there, bro. Like, it's crazy for a lot of spots.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what made me appreciate the world more and my life more and my decisions more. Like, even as a little kid, it's like watching that shit. It's like, damn, like, you really gotta be on your shit, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why it's one of my favorite movies.
So do you have like that's a classic, a cult classic, you know, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society,
Yeah.
all those hits.
Yeah.
In regards to, do you have a top 5 or a top 3? Because I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, like, top 3 movies, like, I'll go like different genres for this shit. So it's like, damn. So I'll
It's
say,
hard.
yeah, bro. One of my favorite movies. It's just deciphering through all these. All right, give me a list. Give me a little bit to think
I'll
about.
give you
man.
like, so for example, me, like Scarface, of course.
Oh yeah, yep.
Paid
yep,
in Full.
Yep.
American Gangster with Denzel.
Yes.
Man on Fire with Denzel.
yep.
And I gotta go Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll counter your Gladiator. I'll put 300 on that because 300 is a classic
King
movie.
Leonidas.
Great movie.
Pause. That sounded
I'll
crazy.
say.
That sounds crazy.
That's his name.
Pause.
But I'll counter one of the Denzel movies. You said Man on Fire. One of the, to me, a very, very, very underrated movie from Denzel Washington is Philadelphia. I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
shit.
Bro, that's a great movie. It's about he's a lawyer, and a fellow lawyer, Tom Hanks, was the other main character.
Okay.
And he was gay and he had AIDS. And nobody wanted to defend him because of that. But he was a great lawyer, and they tried to get him fired because of that shit because he was gay. And nobody wanted to defend him. He was taking it to court, all that shit. He was sick as fuck because he had AIDS. Denzel Washington, he took the case. He was very, like, skeptical on him at first because, like, feel me, that was back in the time when they was throwing that F word around, too, for the gays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a whole, but, like, that whole movie is a masterpiece. Denzel played an amazing role in that movie, bro. Like, I love that movie start to finish. It's a great movie.
What's your favorite comedy?
I mean, we can go classic. We can go, like, Step Brothers. That's up there. We can
Will
go,
Ferrell, yeah.
I can go really any Adam Sandler movie, like Billy Madison, one of my favorite Adam Sandler
You fuck with
movies.
Click?
Click, hell yeah, bro. But that movie I remember when I first watched that movie as a little kid, bro, and he was dying in the hospital parking lot shit. I was like, damn, bro. And then it was a dream cuz, so like that shit took me first, man. But
I feel you.
that's a great movie.
All right, so he passed the movie test, man. So damn, I gotta ask you about the whole the entertainment piece, right? Like you're an entertaining guy. You feel me?
Yeah, appreciate
You were
that.
talking about wanting to get into acting and wanting to, establish your music career, continue doing what you're doing. Don't get it twisted. But then also incorporate the different element on some Jack Harlow type shit.
Yeah.
He did. I didn't see that movie, The White Man Can't Jump shit, but I don't know. Maybe
I
it
did
was
see it.
fire.
I actually seen it on me and my boys was burning. We watched the movie because one of my boys had the Hulu up and we watched this shit. Wasn't a bad movie, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell like he's somebody who's new into acting, but like he gonna get it right for this.
Yeah.
So like I personally thought it wasn't as good as the original, obviously, but it was a good twist. Like for a lot of these movies, like they made like twists and sequels off of like newer age. Like the one with the How High sequel.
Yeah. With
Bro, that's one of my favorite movies with Yachty and DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly?
I watched probably like 20 minutes of it. Shout out to both of them. I really fuck with them. But I'm sorry, guys. That movie was kind of... Because the first How High is a classic, bro. That shit... That's one of my favorite comedies, too.
Yeah.
Can't forget about How High. That's one of my shit.
So what type of stuff would you see yourself doing?
Honestly, like... Again, I'm just biased towards me because I love me. Because, like, I'm amazing. But, like, I do, like... I can see myself really doing anything, bro. It's like if I really lock in, because it's like... I want to do horror movies just because off a kid, like, when I told you when I was a little kid, I was scared of everything, bro. But, like, that was one of my biggest fears. I couldn't watch no horror movies when I was a little kid, bro. Like, 5 minutes, I'm gone. I'm in the
Would
other
you
room.
die? Like, would you be one of the ones that's running from the criminal and trip and fall and get axed up?
Feel me? I would love to be the main character who lived to the end and everybody like, yeah, he did it. Feel me? But like,
the comedic relief.
you feel me? Like
Yeah,
the one who kind of like the douchebag in the movie, but like he ended up living like, and then they kind of love him at the end. Like, feel me? That's what I like to be. But if the script said like, yo, you're gonna die first, I'd be like, fuck.
But you would just make it an entertaining.
Oh yeah, I'm dying like a motherfucker. I promise.
Yeah,
you.
like in Freddy vs. Jason, I remember the dude in the beginning, he died because he was trying to go out to smoke.
Yeah,
and everybody was like, nah, stay inside. He was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna get this smoke off.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Like I'd be cool with dying in a movie. Just I don't want to die first. I want to put up a fight or some shit. Like I'll do some shit and then like feel me like get kicked off a bridge and I'll like do like 3 backflips or some shit, blow up, some shit like that. You know, like I want to go out lit. I don't want to just like go out for a smoke and he come up behind me and just kill me. Pause. But feel me like, yeah, that was crazy. We might have to cut that. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh shit. But yeah, like some lame shit like that. Don't if I'm in a movie and I die, all y'all future directors out there, make me die cool. I'm gonna die lit with the Cardi, but
I feel it. So we got to ask him. We got to wrap up, man, because Big Cheddar, man. But
I've been chatting your asses off over here.
Hey, man, look.
Ears off.
We got to ask you, though. Hold on. Let me get my shit together. What makes you cut different, Drew Perrier?
Oh, man. Like I said, when we met up the first time, bro, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to just expand on it a little bit. It was being cut different is finding something you love to do and getting fucking paid off that shit, bro. It's a lot of people who follow waves out here and do shit just because they think it's hot and think it's lit. And then a lot of people may think that, but it's like, it's not authentic, bro. Like, you're not going to be happy with it at the end of the day because when you look back on it in 10 years, it's not you. You know that wasn't you. So it's like, you can have everybody fooled, but at the end of the day, the most important person in this world is yourself. Like, not on no selfish shit, but you have to make sure everything you do is true, authentic, step in the right direction, step in the name of the Lord, and make sure everything is straight, bro. Like, if you're doing what you love to do and you keep doing it and you're consistent, it's not going to feel like work. People going to tag on, and you're going to make something of yourself, bro. That's what being cut different is. Don't follow no waves. No matter how hard this shit get, how rocky the road gets, how dim the light looking, bro, keep doing you. Keep going. Be yourself. Be authentic. You'll make it because you cut different.
And that's some cut different shit right there, man. And with that being said, Drew Perrier, any last words for the people?
Honestly, if you don't follow me already, if you don't know me, you're probably sick of hearing my voice at the end of this interview because I was chatting. But Drew Perrier, that's the name. I just want y'all to remember that. I want y'all to stick with me. I want y'all to follow me on my journey, man. And this shit going to be so worth it. Like, if you a fan now, I love you. If you're not a fan yet but will be, I still love you. And if you hate me, I still love you. Drew Perrier, remember the name. I'm going to be here for a long time.
And with that being said, man, extremely grateful for y'all tuning in to another episode of Cut Different TV. Go buy our merch, too. You know what I'm saying? We got some merch on the way.
I just want to shout out real quick, real quick, 444 management. Love y'all. I love everybody on there. Tati, Dax, Marv, Riz, Cass, everybody. Y'all the real ones. Shout out Cut Different for real. I appreciate y'all for having me. This shit is dope. This shit is lit. And I'm looking forward to getting more work with y'all. And just shout out 203, shout out the hood, shout out the gang, shout out the fam. I love y'all.
He said it, man. It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Cut Different TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time. Love.
Jeez.